Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Vivarana Gopi Jana Vallabha Vivarana Gopi Jana Vallabha Vivarana Yasodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yasodanandana Brajajanaranjana Jamunatira Vanachandina Jamuna Tira Vanachandina Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jai Gurudev, 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 Jai Gurudev. Keta hai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Amita Gora Hari Bol. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivajagacharya Stuttarasita Sasimat. Divine Grace ISKCON founder Chairya Jagat Guru Sri Bhakti Dhira Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivajagacharya Stuttarasita Sasimat. Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki jai. Anant Kodi Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridasa Thakur ki jai. Prem Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shyama Kund Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai, Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, mṛtyur Dham Ki Jai, Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai, Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai, Jamuna Mai Ki Jai, Ganges Mai Ki Jai, Tulasi Devi Ki Jai, Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Itai Gaura Premanandi. All glorious assembled devotees, all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious assembled devotees. Glory to Shishi Guru Sri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padya Krishna Prithya Bhutala Shrimati Bhutala Shrimati Namaste Krishna Gaura Karana Shakti Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayes Nastapayesva Bhajesu Nityam Bhagavata Sivayam Bhagavati Uttama Sloki Bhakti Bhavati Nashtigi Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Agyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshulumlitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yuttapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhan Sutadevi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaeva Patitanam Prabhunibhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Srila Prabhupada Ki. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 3, Chapter 29. Explanation for Devotional Service. Text 26. ātmanaś parasyāpi karoty antarodaram tasya bhinna-dṛśo mṛtyur vidadhe bhayam ulbaṇam ātmanaś parasyāpi karoty antarodaram tasya bhinna-dṛśo mṛtyur vidadhe bhayam ulbaṇam ātmanaś parasyāpi karoty antarodaram tasya bhinna-dṛśo mṛtyur vidadhe bhayam ulbaṇam tasya bhinna-dṛśo mṛtyur vidadhe bhayam ulbaṇam ātmanaś parasyāpi karoty antarodaram tasya bhinna-dṛśo mṛtyur vidadhe bhayam ulbaṇam karoty antarodaram tasya bhinna-dṛśo mṛtyur vidadhe bhayam ulbaṇam Mataji. Karoty antarodaram vidadhe bhayam ulbaṇam ātmanaś parasyāpi karoty antarodaram tasya bhinna-dṛśo mṛtyur vidadhe bhayam ulbaṇam ātmanaś parasyāpi karoty antarodaram tasya bhinna-dṛśo mṛtyur vidadhe bhayam ulbaṇam ātmana of himself cha and parasya of another api also. Jaha, one who karoty, discriminate, antara, between, ātmanaś, the body, tasya, of him, bhinna-dṛśo, having a differential outlook, mṛtyur, as death, vidadhe, I cause, bhayam, fear, ulbaṇam, great. Translation and purport by Divine Grace, Bhakti Dhira Swami Prabhupada. As the blazing fire of death, I cause great fear to whoever makes the least discrimination between himself and other living entities because of a differential outlook. Please repeat. As the blazing fire of death, I cause great fear to whoever makes the least discrimination between himself and other living entities because of a differential outlook. Purport. There are bodily differentiations among all varieties of living entities. But a devotee should not distinguish between one living entity and another on such a basis. A devotee's outlook should be that both the soul and Supersoul are equally present in all varieties of living entities. As the blazing fire of death, I cause great fear to whoever makes the least discrimination between himself and other living entities because of a differential outlook. In other words, Krishna wants us to transcend the bodily platform. So transcend the body. Act beyond the body. Because the different bodies we have is just the garment. The most important thing is the soul. Discrimination should be there, but the discrimination is not based on the body, not material. So here Krishna said, anyone who makes distinction on the body, one who does not know that as I have hunger in my stomach, Other living entities also have hunger in the stomach, because everybody is eating. Other living entities also have hunger in the stomach. As I have, they also have. One who does not know this, one who does not consider that in all bodies, a part of Krishna is living there. In other words, we are not careful in dealing with the things. We are not conscious of what is happening. This is the nature of conditioning, being conditioned. So we don't see things as they are. Devotees who are advanced see things differently. That is why we can see that someone can tolerate anything being done to him or her. He can tolerate. Whatever is done, he can tolerate. Why the ability to tolerate? Because he knows this person is acting helplessly in the moods. This person is acting in a mood. Is a mood that they're acting. So self-realized souls are not concerned or disturbed by the way they are treated, either positively or negatively. We're talking about 𝐾𝐻𝐸𝐴 Babaji Maharaj yesterday. 𝐾𝐻𝐸𝐴 Babaji. You can glorify him as much as you like. He will never tell you thank you. And also you can blaspheme, he can criticize him and even torture him. He will never also react negatively. Why? He does not see the body. He sees the soul. And he will say, Krishna, I'm going to report you to your mother for this nonsense act you're doing. He doesn't see others. Only Krishna he sees. So he sees the mistreatment by others as Krishna's activity. Because the mode of nature is acting, the mode of nature is controlled by Krishna. This activity on the mood is done by Lord Krishna. So I will report you to Krishna. He is not pretending. This is how he feels naturally. What of 𝐁𝐡𝐚𝐤𝐵 Swami? He is going to speak the Bhagavatam. Before speaking the Bhagavatam, when he was going to speak the Bhagavatam, the children were stoning him and spitting and throwing urine on him. Because he was considered a mad person. People didn't see his effulgence, his exalted position. They were mistreating him. But he never turned back. He never looked back to see who is doing what. Okay, you did this, all right, I have marked you. Okay, you do like that, okay. This is how you treated me. I'm going to go on. He never looked back. He was simply concerned what he was going to do. Speaking Bhagavatam to Parikshit, who is waiting to hear the solution to a dead person, a person who is just about to die. Tasya, bhinna-dṛśo, mṛtyur. I will cause death. I will create fear. To those who does not see the souls in other bodies, who does not feel, if I do this, how will you feel? If I treat you like this, how will you feel? Because I wouldn't like anyone to treat me like this. So should I also treat other people like that? Because this knowledge is lacking, we mistreat each other without considering the pain we are causing others. Either it is verbal, it is gross, or it is mental or emotional. It has effect. So Krishna is saying, if you mistreat other people because of due the poor fund of knowledge, I will torture you. When I will come as death. Everyone is afraid of death. Why being afraid of death? Because we are still conditioned. We have mistreated other people. Therefore, Krishna is coming as death to pay us the price of mistreating other living entities. So Sukadeva Goswami didn't look back. He was simply concerned. Let me go and speak what is necessary. The Bhagavatam. Mara Parikshit is leaving the body. Are you waiting for me? So I should say something. I should go there. So he was concerned with the primary, not the secondary. That is a situation with pure devotees, which cannot be imitated. But on our level, after hearing, we are not the body, we are not the body, we are not the body. We have been hearing for years, we are not the body. His Holiness Amir Vilas Maharaj Ki. He didn't tell her you are coming. Well, I've reserved the seat. There's a chair for you. There's a chair for you. Chair is better. So after hearing for years, we are not the body. And it is like Hare Krishna devotees are accustomed to repeating the same thing. So many Hare Krishna devotees want to hear something different from not the body. They are going to different places, different sadhus to go and hear something different. What are we going to hear when we have never understood that we are not the body? What are we going to hear? It will be artificial and very, very destructive. Until we have understood that we are not the body. Not just theoretically. Srila Prabhupada said, just to understand Aham Brahmasmi, that is useless. Aham Brahmasmi, and then what? If I'm not the body, I'm a spirit soul, then I should act like a spirit soul. Not just I'm not the body. I'm not the body is not sufficient. Acting on the spiritual platform is necessary, is required. That is personalism. So until we have understood clearly we are not the body and we are not acting on the bodily platform, then we are qualified to hear. something different. Why we are repeating? Because we have not heard. The day we will hear, the moment we will hear differently. Because there is a promotion. Now we are promoted to hear something different. So jumping to hear something which is higher than our level is destructive. We are going to think, oh, Krishna did like this, that should do the same thing. Why not? This is okay. If it is not good, why Krishna did it? Many people are asking the question, if it is not good, why Krishna created it for us? Krishna gave it because it is good. Since it is good, why so much restrictions? Yes, restrictions are very important because they help us to become purified. Therefore, we have been discussing prescribed duties. Prescribed duties, according to our varana and ashrama, it is compulsory for doing it because when it is done as a service to Lord Krishna, become devotional service. Not just a prescribed duty. Now our prescribed duty will be transformed into devotional service to Krishna because now it is done for pleasing Lord Krishna. And when it is done for pleasing Lord Krishna, it becomes a source of our purification. How we can become perfect, a pure devotee to act on this level, that we will see. We will see equally. Complete Krishna consciousness. Wait, 6:30. Complete Krishna consciousness. Krishna explained in Bhagavad Gita. 6:30 and 6:30 and 32. Very important. Yomam pashati sarvatra. Sarvam cha mayi pashati. Tasya aham na pranasyami. Satamena pranashati. For one who sees me everywhere, see me everywhere in everything, that is a position of Srimati Radharani. That is Srimati Radharani. Krishna Mayi. Wherever she casts her glance is only Krishna. Everywhere, wherever she casts her glance is Krishna. Seeing Krishna in everything, everywhere. Becomes possible, becomes manifest, becomes a reality by following our prescribed duties. Therefore, the Vedas recommend the prescribed duties for all varanas and ashramas as a means for our elevation to Krishna consciousness. One who sees me is everywhere, see everything in me, is never lost to me. No? I'm lost to the person. This is Krishna consciousness, complete Krishna consciousness. How can such a person who sees everything in Krishna, sees Krishna in everything, and Krishna is seeing such a person be miserable, be in anxiety, or be depressed? How? How is it possible? One who is seeing only Krishna and seeing everything in Krishna lives only in Krishna. It cannot be otherwise. This is Krishna consciousness. And 32, Krishna said, He is a perfect yogi by comparison to his own self. One is considered a devotee when sees the true equality in all beings, in both their happiness and their distress. Oh, Arjuna. One who is Krishna conscious is a perfect yogi. He is aware of everyone's happiness and distress by dint of his own personal experience. A pure devotees, they take interest to preach because they can experience the pains of others. They feel the pain of others because we are conscious of our own self, how we feel. Others also will feel the same because we are conscious beings. Therefore, a devotee take compassion on others. A devotee identify with others' happiness and distress. They feel the pain, especially pure devotee, they feel the pain even more than the conditioned soul himself or herself. We don't feel the pain of ourselves as the pure devotee feels about us. Therefore, they preach, they can take all kinds of risk to help conditioned souls to get out of our suffering because they feel the pain. One who does not feel the pains of others can do any harm to anybody without considering how this person feels. So devotee has manner. Devotee has good manner. Devotees, they have manner. They have human qualities. To become successful in Krishna consciousness, we must have human qualities first. The human qualities should be natural in all human beings. Just like animals, they have their qualities naturally. By nature, they have the qualities that distinguish them as animals. Human beings should also have a quality that makes us human. It is from the human platform we can start Krishna consciousness, because then we have feelings about others. So we want to do something that is beneficial to others, not something which is harmful to anyone. Therefore, a devotee considers whoever is with me is my neighbor, and I should treat them exactly as I would like people to treat me. This is human quality. Even without the scripture, it's a human quality. A devotee cannot do anything which is harmful. Well, we can say, well, how can a devotee even think of doing something harmful? But it is happening. It is happening. So much violence. Verbal violence, physical violence is being done by devotees every day, we see. Here Krishna is saying, if you don't see or if you don't feel the pains of others and treat everyone nicely and help everyone to become Krishna conscious, I'm going to appear as fear personified death. We will not leave our body peacefully. And in Chaitanya Bhagavad, Krishna Vrindavan Das Thakura, he is cursing all of us. Why should they die peacefully when they're not chanting Nitai Gauranga? A person who is not chanting Nitai Gauranga should never die peacefully. This is Vrindavan Das Thakura speaking in Chaitanya Bhagavat. Why? A person who is not a devotee is dangerous to himself or herself and to other living entities. Dangerous. For one who is not a devotee is dangerous. Because we don't feel the pains of others and we are going to cause everyone anxiety. A devotee, according to Bhagavad Gita, is not harmful to others, but he gets everyone out of the anxiety, beginning from text 18 to the last verse. Oh, no, from there. Not from 18. Beginning from 13 to the end, Krishna is speaking about the qualities which make one very dear to him. He by whom no one is put into difficulty, and who is not disturbed by anyone, who is equipoised in happiness and distress, fear and anxiety, is very dear to me. And Prabhupada said these are few qualities or qualifications of a devotee. He is not a disturbance to others, but is a source of spiritual inspiration to other living entities. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Comments? Questions? Maharaj want to tell us something? First time in Mauritius? Nice. Very good. All right. Maharaj followed us on Ganga Safari for many years. So, by good fortune, I always stay with him. Yeah. So I'm happy to see him also in Mauritius. Questions from anyone? Yes.
In contrast to the purport, that the blazing fire of death that causes great fear to whoever makes discrimination against other living entity. How does this? What does it also apply to religion? Because
it applies to everybody. Everybody. We're not talking of designation, we're talking of our activities. Our activities. If one is, I just mentioned that even devotees were violent. It is for everyone. A violent person who is causing anxiety to others, not appreciating that I shouldn't do this to you because you will not feel good, as I will not feel good if it is done to me. As I will not feel good, I shouldn't do it to somebody. Anyone who does not think like this, Christian said, will appear as death. To cause fear. No exemption. It's our activities that qualify us for anything. How many people have died because of religion? Millions of people have died. It's a religion. And many people are still dying because of religion. So 𝐁𝐡𝐚𝐤𝐴 Swami described that there is a hell meant for religious cheaters, particularly created. and what is there in the religious teachers, what is there in this hell is sugarcane machine. It's a sugarcane machine. We all know sugarcane, but what happened? The cane is pushed into the machine will crush it on the other side. That machine is waiting for all religious teachers. Specifically mentioned, designed for religious teachers. We can think it's fiction because a devotee with her own mind, intelligence, with all the senses, came before the spiritual master with all the demigod and the fire, the deities, would 𝐵𝑖𝑠 and say, from today onwards, I leave this body, I will not have illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication, and no flesh eating. All of us are doing it. All of us are doing that. They are keeping that. Anyone force us to take the vow? Anyone force us to take the vow? Are we all keeping that? After initiation, a disciple is writing a letter. Gurudev, what is illicit sex? What does that mean? She's already doing it. That's the meaning. Then another devotee is writing, Gurudev, can I keep 3 principles? The question was not asked before initiation. It is after initiation. Is that a human being? Religious teacher. So we think that there's no consequences for this. I'm free. We think like that. Yes, we can think like that. But we should know it is not everything we think that is perfect. Not everything we think that is correct. 90% of the things we think are all wrong. So include everyone. No one is outside. Everyone is here. Right? Is it not? Thank you.
Suppose like violence has been created between devotees. So what are the solutions for rectifying it?
What are the solutions for when someone have discovered, or I have done something wrong? What to do? Go and beg. So go and beg. What is the process of begging? It is not artificial or mannerless like some devotee does. Begging. This is serious. And we have to follow the formula. First thing, when you beg for forgiveness, don't repeat it. If you are going to beg for forgiveness, don't repeat it again. And for us not to repeat it, while we beg for forgiveness, we should also beg for the mercy of the person whom we offended. If we don't beg for them, we don't obtain the mercy, only begging is not sufficient. We will do it again and again and again. Daksha. Daksha begged to Lucifer for forgiveness. He did it again and again and again after that. Why? He artificially begged, okay, according to etiquette, let me just do it, but not that I really want to do it from the heart. I just do it so. Why should I Prabhu, I have obeisance now, so you have to forgive me now. What else? But I have never made up my own mind. I'm not fully convinced within myself that what I have done is wrong. We'll do it again. So this is a process, the formula for begging for forgiveness. Obtain the mercy of the person you offended. That humility to go down flat before the person and touch the person's feet and beg with tears from the mind, not just tear from here, the tear from the heart. That will purify us and empower us in such a way that will not repeat it again. Just empty vanchakalpatarabhyasa will not serve, will not help. It's artificial. Right? So beg. And if we beg, first of all, we should realize, yes, I have done something wrong. This is not good. Therefore, I should beg for forgiveness. Devotees are by nature soft-hearted. When one sincerely begged, whatever is done, he will forgive him. The devotee will forgive. He will forgive. Whatever it is, we will forgive. It is our nature to forgive. And we should forgive. If one is taking undue advantage of devotee's humility or devotee's pure nature, to abuse that, it is dangerous. Right? Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.